Hi guys, listen to this audio that I'm about to play now. Tell me what you're going to do if you are the lady, if you are the woman that this thing happened to now. Just tell me what you are going to do if you are the woman. Forget about my background and focus on the audio, okay?
I am HIV positive. I found out that I was HIV positive when I was 6 months pregnant with my third child. I am based in Lagos and I've been married for 7 years. I found out I was HIV positive when I was 6 months pregnant with my third child. On getting to the hospital for my normal antenatal routine, the doctor said I had to run some tests, which are usual tests for pregnant women, which include HIV tests. I ran these tests and it came out that I was HIV positive after the test. This was a shocker to me because how? I have never had an extramarital affair in my marriage. So how is this possible? I started crying immediately in the hospital. The doctor, the nurses, everybody tried to comfort me and to console me and to let me know that I can live and give birth to this child with this HIV and the child will not be affected. Of course, they will always want to sweet talk me, but I was in pain. I felt like dying immediately. I go back home. I met my husband. I told my husband about the situation. My husband was even more shocked than I am. And then I asked him, according to the advice from the doctor said we should run a family test for my whole children, my 2 children and my husband. We need to run HIV test for them to be sure that I am the only one living with this disease. And so I told my husband and waved it away. He said it was not necessary. We should just come together and look for a solution on how I'm going to get better with this HIV. I thought he was caring. I thought he was actually concerned about me. I didn't see it as an issue until I went back to the hospital and my doctor repeated it that I have to come with my family for another HIV test to be sure if I am the only one living with this disease in my family. I went back, I told my husband, and he said no. At this point, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was fishy. And then I forced him and the children. First, he did not agree. I had to go to the hospital with my children for this HIV test. And lo and behold, I found out that my 2 sons were HIV positive. This was a shocker to me. I almost died. I fainted immediately because I could not come to the realization that I am HIV positive and my 2 children are HIV positive, considering the fact that I am still pregnant with another child. I was weak. I fainted, I collapsed, and I was placed in a ward in the hospital. They called my husband, they called my family member. My mom came and my mom got to know about this. Immediately, my mom went to my husband and threatened to arrest him if he does not run this HIV test. To cut the long story short, my husband ran this HIV test and it was proven that my husband was HIV positive as well. And this is where everything unfolded. My husband has been living with HIV for the past 3 years and I never knew. Nobody knew. This man has been secretly treating himself, taking the HIV drugs, and I never knew. We live together, we sleep on the same bed. If you want to keep seeing amazing real life stories like this, please click on the plus sign, follow, like, comment, and share to your friends. So, my husband has been treating himself for the past 3 years without our knowledge. My husband contacted HIV from one of his numerous side chicks. He has been having an affair outside our marriage. I knew about 2 and I never knew my husband had a lot of side chick outside our marriage. This man brought HIV to my life, ruined my life and that of my children. Presently, we are still running our divorce in the courts. We have not been officially divorced, but we've been separated since I discovered this issue. I am really heartbroken. I am depressed. All I just want to do is focus on my children and make sure they don't die of this disease. I had to share this story because I need people to be aware that HIV is real. This is my advice to you, my fellow married women. I know your partner is an angel. I know your partner is Holy Spirit. Please and please ensure you always run HIV tests in your home at least once or twice in a year. It is very important. If you don't do it for yourself, please ensure you do it for your children. Yes, do not risk your children's life because of one love you have for a man. Love your husband, respect your husband, adore your husband, but please take this HIV thing of a thing very seriously. This is getting so rampant. This is more like a daily news we hear about women contacting HIV from their husband. Please do well for yourself, and for the sake of your children, always run HIV tests. Thank you.
So my advice now is, whoever that is taking drugs close to you, anybody that is taking drugs around you, please make sure you know the type of drug he or she is taking. Know why he is taking that medication. Okay? Know why he or she is taking that medication. Know the type of medication he or she is taking.